that is obviously important. We do at the first opportunity. We are all sickened by this attack, but the scenes of violence and disorder have no justification. We need to be really clear about that. Of course, there are questions that need to be answered, but destroying communities, destroying homes, and driving people out of their homes is not and will never be the right way to respond to an attack like this. And I look forward to working with him.
Yeah, of course, he only wants to talk about the violence on the streets, the continual denial of the violence against the people by the left's mass immigration policies. It's not lost on me that the Boris wave, that shows you left and the right, it's all controlled politics. This is another agenda from another place above general politics. But yeah, he's just disgusting. He never wants to talk about the violence on the British people and the loss of their culture and identity. What's the matter with old Rachael again today? Now, I'm not going to pick on a miserable woman, but I haven't seen anything about it. This is a repeat of what happened last year. You might not be able to see it on my little phone, but her eyes are well puffy, well swollen. She looks like she's been crying. I'm just curious, what is it? Is she waking up to the policies that she's enacting on the people and that she's having her strings pulled, probably by somebody else? I don't know. Possible. It's conscience might get the better of them. Doesn't look like it's going to get the better of him. They're doubling down. They're doubling down on this whole narrative. Hate and division, Forget about the hate and division being caused by their mass immigration diversity policies and all the rest of the raft of policies. The policies all enacted by this shadowy group that run the world. Name one. Net zero policy, the climate crisis scam, the war on the family and on men in particular, the misogyny, control, male misogyny, feminist agendas, toxic masculinity, destruction of business, destruction of freedom of speech, literally. Look how many people are in prison. Or fear the knock on the door. Yeah, the move to the service economy, destruction of business, selling off of economic wealth to China years ago, tearing us down, the moral fibre of the country being torn down, the Christian belief being torn down. Who's behind it? These people might be useful idiots. But all of the media attack the protest on the street, but they don't attack the cause of the protest on the street. So they're all part of it. We know that. Diversity, equality agendas, that's another one that's a big thing at the moment. They keep bringing up things, equality of outcomes. So more black women die in childbirth than white women. What's the insinuation? That they're not getting the same care? And that's ridiculous, isn't it? Of course they are. So how is that going to be solved? There's only one way. You either stop black women having children so that they don't die in childbirth, or you stop white women having children so that they can't have a better outcome. It's ridiculous. Of course, the favoured option would probably be to stop white women having children, because we know that's another agenda, the destruction of the white race, of course. But these equality of outcomes is pure evil. And the DEI policies is designed that way. Look what it's done in the Henry Novak case. I want to know why that somebody ringing up and saying that they've been suffered a racist attack is even taken as anything that something should happen. I would ban that as a thing. You cannot claim that you've been a victim of racial slur. That would be illegal. To make the accusation of racism, I would make that illegal. That would stop all of this bloody nonsense then, wouldn't it? It would ensure perhaps that we get back to real policing. Policing people's crimes, not people's politics, or the police of politics. All part of the agenda. You know, this equality of wages, that was another stupid thing, wasn't it? The idea that women weren't being paid the same as men. Nothing to do with that. It was just that if there was 10 male surgeons and 1 female cleaner, she's not earning the same as the male surgeons, so we've either got to pay her 10 times as much or slash their wage. That's what equality is all about. That's what the equality is. Equality, fraternity, brotherhood, and satanic bastards. Anyway, what's up with you, Rachel?